Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third season of the University Alliance Cup featuring Valorant. The top 12 collegiate Valorant teams in the Philippines are all here, competing to raise the campus torch, a prize pool of over 150,000 pesos, the right to call themselves the best in the country, and scholarships. I am Juicy Brucey, and here with me today is, really big. Dax. That will be your shoutcasters for today's matches. You get it? Really big.
Oh man, really now, this
Really
is the
big.
the juicy ducks combo here yet
Yeah.
again. Now I gotta say though, Bruce, I'm just impressed chugging along that trick and then chugging along straight into the intro. Those are the small things that the audience has to appreciate about
Appreciate.
about us, even though they don't see it.
I
But
don't see it.
I'm gonna appreciate this next game though because it's gonna be a big one. FEUA Apex Tamaraos versus NEU Paradigm Vanguards. And the thing about it, NEU, they came from Division B last season to make it Division A and just got basically shell shocked by the culture in
Oh
Division A,
yeah.
the powerhouses in their group. But on the flip side, for FEU Alabang, I remember last season in the promotionals as well, they were here and they were barely beaten out, unfortunately. So maybe the second chance is going to be, well, they're calling this time here, Bruce.
Hmm. I have a question though. How many of these teams can proceed to Division A? If I'm not, if you know, I'm just curious because I don't really know. Is it only one team that proceeds to Division A?
So we're in the upper bracket still, Bruce. So this is the first two
Ah.
series today, upper bracket. Later on, the final series is going to be lower bracket, and tomorrow as well is going to be even more lower bracket matchups. But the beauty of the
Ah.
upper bracket is that you get straight into Division A if you win this one best of three. How do you get here? It's either you're in the top two of Division B or you're in that bottom half of Division A and you're fighting for that survival. But here we have it already. Map pool is a go. Ascent is bad. Split is bad. And bind Icebox Haven. I gotta hear your thoughts here, Bruce, because this is pretty much a sort of standardized map pick right now that Icebox people have really learned how to play this map.
Why are they banning Ascent? That's only my thought.
Tama na raw. Tama na raw.
Oh, I mean, is it Tamarao FX? Ah.
No, tama na raw.
Get the
Tama
joke.
raw. You're so
It
funny.
didn't work. It didn't
Oh
work.
my God.
No joke. No joke today.
Please stop.
Okay, if you were to pick from the three, if you were a player, Dax, which one would you go for?
I'm sorry, your pun is still in my head. In terms of what in these three maps
Tamarao?
right now. Stop! I need a repeat on the question. Buy the Icebox Haven. I really used to hate Icebox before, but once you learn it, that's pretty much why it's beautiful. And I think that's the thing. By this point in time, people have learned Icebox enough. There's been so long since we added the Frozen Waste to our map pool, and it feels like it's more valued right now if you know that you can outmaneuver your opponent on map pick like this.
Dax, I have a thing. I think
Ah.
Spider-Man hates Haven. You know why?
Why? Why?
It reminds him of his uncle. Hey, Ben.
I didn't sign on board to do this to the
Hey,
promotion.
I was holding this back until grand finals. The Haven WAP was too intense. I couldn't make a joke, so I had to do this.
Okay, guys, we're gonna be taking a little bit of break, and we. No.
I'm sorry, we're professionals. Actually, the stock
Absolutely.
market is really
Yeah.
high for Valorant. So for our game today, it's Apex Tamaraos versus Paradigm Vanguards. If Haven, I'm sorry.
Uh,
It's 0-0.
no.
So we're gonna go on the first. Is there gonna be an advantage from New Era, the Paradigm Vanguards? Because they've been in the scene already. In UAC. You think?
No.
You think it's gonna be good?
Ayoko na.
Well,
Ayoko na.
we're so losing our job. Thank you.
We're done.
Well-
This
well,
is the last
Paradigm-
time you're gonna see us together. Last time you're gonna see us here. Oh no.
Will Paradigm Vanguards
Okay,
work out here? Do they have the advantage, Dax?
No, okay, now let's be real. I think I said this a while ago that the Division A experience does actually factor in because you fight against the best of the best collegiate scene has to offer. For FEU Alabang, I really feel like for them, it's their chance for redemption. There is that extra little bit of, I'd say, motivation to make it because they barely fell last time, and now they have two chances at this. If they lose here against NEU, there's also a lower bracket that they can run, but they don't want to be put in that situation yet again, and they want to do it here and now. And NEU, the problem for this squadron, even though they did have that Division A experience, they came in to Division A with unfortunately only a whimper for what we've seen in terms of the performance. Yes, they have some signs of greatness from time to time. Yes, they can actually go for the bailouts, especially from the likes of Shinobi and Ice Blue Mink, if I remember correctly. But at the same time, the impact that they put into the Division A scene, it wasn't as strong as compared to some of their contemporaries. Kasi,
True.
isipin mo, sino ba umabot ng isa sa playoffs ng Division A? MGS clubs made it all the way to Division A and into the Division A playoffs as well. So for NEU, that's kind of like a high bar that they couldn't even reach in the first place. So they're gonna have a chance here to reset a little bit about themselves and go for the battle for survival. But here we have it. Paradigm Vanguard's on the defense, Apex Samurai's on the attacking side, and well, when there's bind, there is Brim.
Oh, Logitech, look at that. Look at this
Oh,
guy.
sponsored. Very
Sponsored.
good. Tama lang
Thank you,
yan.
Logitech, to our,
Ako din,
to our
ako din.
partners.
Ako din, makikisama
Logitech.
ka.
Thank you. Oh, makikisama din ako.
Logitech!
Logitech
Let's go.
gang! G in
ito,
Logitech
isa-
says gang. Great gang.
Ay, ito, isa pang sponsor, real quick. Sponsor. ROG!
ROG!
Let's go!
I have nothing
Diba?
else in here.
I-
I'm in an audio room. There's nothing that I can find. I'm not in a gaming room, sorry. But yeah, thank you,
what
Logitech.
has happened to us, my friends? But yeah, thank you to our official gaming PC and laptop sponsor, Republic of Gamers. Thank you also to Logitech for the amazing gaming gear. But okay, let's get back on track. Enough
Yeah.
about the jokes, because we are going to be getting Apex
Select
Samurais
your
with
agent.
a Brimstone double initiator composition. I love this comp right now, specifically for Bind. There's a lot of control options for them, not just on the attack, but also on the defending side, and they're going to get a lot of intel as well. But on the flip side, Paradigm Vanguards, they embrace the Viper play and the Astra. Double control is the other variant that you see on a map like Bind. On Apex Samurai side, there's a lot of post-plant potential, but here for Paradigm Vanguards, it's just basically you don't see anything at all.
You don't. It's an Astra. Which map are we going into?
Bind, my friend. Yeah,
Oh,
diba? I said,
Bind.
ito nga yung catchphrase. When there is Bind, there is Brim. That is the only map.
No, I still wanted them to go to Haven because I was seeing the Astra. I was only looking at the Astra, right? So I'm like, oh, Astra, it has got to be Haven. I didn't see where the map composition was. I was too stuck with jokes. I'm thinking of jokes now. I just want to fire them out this round. But anyway, it's Paradigm Vanguard's Apex Stamina's. Let's go ahead and go into our predictions, Dax. Who do you think will take the first round here?
Why is it always the first round you ask for? It's
I know
honestly,
it's something that I like, you know.
Yun nga, diba? It's so different from everything else that I've worked on. It's always like, who do you think is gonna take the series, or the next step is who's gonna take the map? But Brucey has his own kind of way
I
to
have
do
my own.
things. And it's
I
like,
like it on the
who's,
first one.
of all the things you can ask is, who wins pistol?
Yeah, because it's the pistol that proves that it's not the size of the guns that matter. It's how you perform with them.
But look, I'm gonna give you a counterpoint real quick to your own question.
Sure.
Pistol is literally the coin flip round. This is the round that doesn't, it can dictate the pace of the game, but it doesn't say how good you are with rifles. So
That's
so
the
Bruce-
point. How good are you if your tool is very short? That's
Okay,
how it
so-
works.
So if
It's-
ever
it's
there's
how
gonna
they
be
perform.
a pistol-only invitational tournament,
I will
then
join.
Bruce- no, you will be the commissioner of it.
Oh
You'll
yeah,
be
I'll be the commissioner.
The
I would-
commissioner, the caster, the producer, and one of the
Everything.
star players. Everything.
Everything.
Juicy Brucey, every day, all day.
It's that because it's the first time that's always memorable. So that's why I always ask which first round, but which
all-
one do you think will take this one? Memorably take this.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna go with Apex Samurais.
Apex Samurais. I'll go with the veterans. No, somehow veterans in the scene. Paradigm Vanguards. Because, they've been there. They've been in the scene already. We've seen them in action. So, we'll see it. But I think there is a technical pause. Because there is color, as Dak says it. There's color, so it's got to be technical pause.
Yes, sir.
Nah,
I'm glad that those are things you remember from what I say. It's just like tech boss equals color, tac boss equals grayscale.
hey, my
So
life is blank, so I
no,
like it when there's color.
what do you mean? You bring color to this world, my friend. The
You bring color
way
to us.
oh, you bring the color to my life.
Yeah.
What
Yes.
is going on? Okay. Now, okay.
Okay.
Quickly,
That's
quickly.
I really like Valorant. Did you know that? I
Yeah,
really
I understand. Now, again, star players, yes, back
star
on track.
players. Yeah, star
So
players.
Toby, really, on the control, really stable partition of NEU. Could keep an eye on him. But on the flip side, Lucid on the skies, if that's how you say that correctly, he's incredible at it, and it's been one of the biggest reasons why they made it here in the first place. So keep an eye out on him, especially on that signature agent. Here in the UAC, not many people are accustomed to the flash variation of playing the sky, the more duelist orientation, and
Mhm.
well, that can be the defining factor here for Apex Samurais. But here we go, Bruce. First round of 5.
Okay, Blade moves in forward with the classic that Wobot is going to be used ever so slightly, punching down with the knives. The Selva is trying to try. Here comes the teleporter, but apparently it was just a shock dart. But look at this, the Killjoy moving in forward though. He wants to get inside as Lucid. Try to move in forward together with the Sova, but there's nothing to initiate. There's no trailblazer from the sky, so it will be a bit more pointless. The right clicks from the Sage will try to chip down his damage as much as he can with only 21 HP. There's nothing that the sky can do. Blade moves in forward with a classic. Damage is coming in through. Hits. Doesn't even get the kill. There's only one enemy remaining for Apex Samurais, and that's the Killjoy who is stuck in the window. Moving it forward, here comes the recon ball, gonna be clutched down by 5 people, doesn't even get a trade kill as Aeonix gets down the first round win, and right we are there with Paradigm Vanguards.
Okay, great prediction, Bruce. How did you figure that out?
I don't know, I feel it. I feel it in the bones. Don't ask how.
Enough to get the systems rolls. Welcome to the Bruce age, man.
Yeah.
Man. Okay, so Apex Samurais, they're gonna take the L there. Unfortunately, they couldn't even get the job done at all. In Paradigm Vanguards, you got a Aeonix showing on up, getting those takedowns, and well, this could be a good sign here for the side of NEU. Getting closer to the Blade Storm, very effective on the Eco State if need be. And we got them 1 Marshal, 4 Spectres, and we'll see how this control is gonna be set on up. But Paradigm Vanguards, it's really helpful for them if they started on the defense here.
Nice
because
try.
between the Viper and the Astra as Aeonix trading blows there with the Sova. Oh, the bounces
Oh,
though!
it's gonna be so close. 25 HP is left for Aeonix, but there is a Sage. Tailwinds away just to make sure that he will survive. No heals yet. Oh, but Shinobi on the other side of it, the Spectre gets the kill over to the Brimstone and make that 2 as the race is gonna be down 2. Oh, Lucid, nice tick for Chicey. Pretty low right now. Both of them don't know what damages they're gonna go for. Oh, blind shots. Does it work out? Oh, jumping back and forth. Sova tries to be as safe as he can. But look at this Raven. Raven, he sees that where the sky is, gets the kill, and Lucid is out. Sova, the only one remaining. Tsunami. What kind of storm can he brew right now? With 100 HP and only a classic. Let's see if he could get some more trade kills. But I think Paradigm Vanguards is more than ready for this. There's one at B. The rest of them are all at A. Apex Samurais, Dax, unable to really get a footing in the first few rounds here.
Yeah, that's the thing. They already got burnt in Division 8, and these guys are ready with the bandages and looking to bring in an immolation on the promotionals itself. Tsunami, though, trying to weather the storm, go for the push, but you can see the colors of purple and green,
Nice
and
try.
Mac Ace still survives, hops on away, and gets the takedown. Flawless as can be here for NEU, and
Hopper.
all signs looking good so far, but this is the thing here. The gun's now going to be in favor of Apex Samurais. If they want to prove to us why they made it to the top of Division B, well, this is the round to do so. 4 Phantoms, 1 Vandal going to be into play, but NEU, they have one advantage here, Bruce, and it's that double controller. If you can break sight lines, you can make these fights closer than ever, and those Spectres can tear you apart in that kind of range.
What's with the meta with dual controllers? We were casting with Dubstep back in the finals, and he was really mentioning it a lot. What's with dual controllers?
It depends on the map, and this is a perfect map for it in the first place. There's these tight-knit corners, right? So when you get control with things like the stars, and then you have the Viper as well for control, then it's just so potent to begin with. Then add in more of the utilities, then it's a recipe of success. But here we go, we're cooking up a storm, and on the A side we go here, Bruce.
All right, here you have it. Apex Samurais already moves in. There is a lot of smoke. like you have said, Blade, though, with the Phantom finally gets the kill. These rifles really are working out. Chicey, though, chipped down damage from the Recon bolts. Will try to make a bit of a damage, but no, Lucid says get out of here as Burrito do also answers, but Mac Ace with the Spectre. Ghastly takes down most of Apex Stamina. It's 3-4-2, but Ionix, let's see what he can do. He will spot out the Subway to Funis and get the quick shot. Not a flick that he was expecting for, but it's already been planted. Tsunami with a Vandal tries to go for more kills. Ionix tries to pop in the Ghost. Can he get some more? But on the right side, though, I think Ionix really waiting for this. Ready with the Marshall. There are blind shots coming in. Oh, jumping in. Just try to see it down. The Killjoy has been spotted. Tries to go for it, but Burrito with the Vandal gets the kill. And finally, Apex Stamina gets a point over.
Yeah, FEU, they finally figured things out. They went for that A site, and even though Parent and Vanguards tried to play control on the site itself, they just couldn't get the job done. But when you lose out in that round, you don't get your bonus, but you can pick up a few more guns across the station and into the next round. And what do I see here? It seems like the Viper has decided to go for an Odin.
Odin?
Odin.
Are there wall bangs? Are there wall bangs in bind?
You know what you do instead of wall bangs? You do the smoke bangs. You just say, you put the smoke in front of me, and I will believe in the heart of the Odin.
Just spray, yeah, actually. That's one way to do it. Oh, spots
bullet.
down. Well, was there? Was a dart thrown? I think it was.
No, the outro said hello. Turret is up there, and they're looking for intel, but NEU hanging on back.
Oh my god!
Again.
Oh my god! These shot darts, though, it's very, very good. He really aims it well. Oh, here comes the Odin. Odin in action. Can you see if he gets some kills? That's 3 people in. Here comes the smoke. Gets the kill with the headshot. Tsunami is out, taken down by his very own Storm as the Ionix with the Blade Storm moves in. Already in teleporter. There's nothing happening though. Oh, they're waiting for him. They've heard the sound cues. He's just hiding in plain sight. Let's see what he can do. Pops out the classic. He has Blade Storm or nothing else. Lucid though. Moving it forward with the sky.
They're just leaving him alone. You know, Ionix, stay there in your cage, basically.
Ionix?
Unless Blade here, playing patiently, they still have an idea of someone coming on out here from both the showers and the teleporter. I do like Blade's position because at least he's anticipating someone to be the rescue ranger of Ionix. But Paradigm Vanguards has said, you know, Ionix ka naman yan, big boy ka na. You can do that by yourself. And it actually, you know, it actually works out for NEU because FEUA is taking the sweet time to go for that B site, and now they go for the guiding light. So Shinobi all alone, can he hold?
Make sure Kashi will be proud of you. Shinobi gets the kill, tries to go for the blink, doesn't get it. Burns with the trade deal, gets down the Astra. As Chicey moves in forward, the paint shells from Blade gets it down more than perfectly. As Raven with the Odin pops in. Here comes the Toxic Trees, already planted over across B side. The Odins, though, blindly shotting everybody. It doesn't work out this time. Heals coming in from the Sage, pops in the Oni Phantom, ready to move it forward. Raven, let's see if there's more that he can do. Cloud Burst already cast it down to make sure Elbow is covered on the right side. They're not checking first with 4 Ks. He gets it down. And Apex Stamina, they really made the score even. Paladin Vanguards in a lot of problem right now.
Yeah. Paradigm Vanguards, they have to be very careful here in terms of rotations. They're getting caught on out, and even though you have FEUA here playing it safe and sound, they figured out how to go for the site itself. And you can see here Lucid already. He only has a single kill first, but the big number here is 6. 6 assists in 4 rounds. He's had such a high impact in terms of the kill participation because of how he plays it out. And you're seeing here a very supportive Sky to the rest of the team, enabling the squad to do well. And I feel like it's the vintage playstyles. Burrito right now catches up. The shorty, no! Why would you jump Raven? And now you fall to the head of Burrito there.
He got toasted. More than toasted. Looks like it was a traditional oven burner for pizza. Burrito just did that. Burrito. Get Burrito, but Ionix though with the Phantom ready to move it forward, sees down everybody else. It's 3-4-5 as Apex Dominos ain't a bit of a headshot. Lucid gets the kill finally. 2 Ks for this guy that you so utterly adore. That's Chicey. Moves in forward with only 90 HP. Lesser armor sees down a Phantom. Ready to move in. Together with Shinobi, only as a sheriff, ready to maybe get some kills as Chicey gets down Raven. In the process, gets the taps. Now Tsunami with the headshot gets down the Astra. As Chicey moves in, sees down where it is. The Phantom finally making it worth it. Here comes the Dino Swarm, 27 HP. Pretty low for this over right now. It's 1-4-3, but then Burrito on the other side gets a bit of a glimpse and the pixel perfect shot. He is down. Apex Dominos ready and finally took the lead. 3-2.
Hammeros is on a roll, and here we go yet again. It was an eco state, sure, for the side of NEU, But FEU Alabang, they've really proven that they can work as a unit, work together, and it starts with the Sky and the Sova, and it ends with Burrito getting those takedowns. Now the ultimates are available, and we're not even seeing the full scary parts of the FEUA roster
Not yet.
here, Bruce. It's happening that Apex Hammerhouse is cleaning up these sites and getting the takedowns, but when the going gets tough, and if NEU can stay in the, we get the flash there. The thing about NEU is they haven't even had to deal with the
Careful.
post-plant potential of Apex Hammerhouse, but Ionix with the potential to get on the board, and Burrito will get stuffed there.
He really gets it. Oh, Raven, ready with the poison. Let's see if there's something that they could do. There are some stars already planted by the Astra. The Recon Bolt will be there too, but will Raven be able to escape the fate? Yes, he will. Here comes the Seekers. Seekers will be out. All right, instantly frenzied out by the Jet. Smokes and the Gravity Well already casted by the Astra. Here comes the Molotov. Ready to move in. Burns. Here comes the ultimate. Opening up the sky. Is there going to be an elbow? Tries to move it forward. Gets the headshot over to Ionix. Raven, though, gets the straight over to Raze. As Burst moves it onward to Tube. As Matt Ace ready with the medal to get the kill. No, Lucid even more quicker with the headshots. Gets the kill. As there's only Chicey remaining from Paradigm Vanguards and Apex Tamaraus. They are leading the charge, Dax.
Look, this is Sova though getting that intel, but Apex Samurai, as you mentioned it, they charged in, they've taken command, and they're going even more. Chicey, what
He's
can you do
revealing
here, my
himself.
friend? He has to fight, and he moves the 1v3. He can go for the save, but no, he's gonna get taken on down. And again, FEU Alabang, this is not yet their final form. They're getting the takes, they're taking control of the site, but they haven't had to basically get into their crutch factors. Look at this comp, Bruce.
Oh, it's not colored.
Sova, Raze. It's
It's not colored.
yes, it's a tactical pause
It's a
because
tactical
it's not
pause.
colored. But
not
again,
colored.
Brimstone, Raze, Sova, Killjoy. All of those agents have this potential to just hamper that spike if need be. So if NEU can find the answer in holding things off, or at the very least setting up for a retake, FEU Alabang will have another plan in motion. But what's happening here is the motions of FEU Alabang is to get on site, kill everyone, and even go for more aggression. The fact that the choice is still there for Apex Tamaraus, it speaks volumes on how well they work together in getting control of these objectives, Bruce.
It's too much. It's too much if you ask me. They're just doing well apparently, but for Apex Tamaraus, Dax, they started with 0. Does this prove the point that Apex Tamaraus together with rifles, they really could, make a change and get those kills? Is that how it's being phrased out during the, how it's working out now?
I mean, win pistol, you should win the second round. That's just it. It doesn't mean you're bad at pistol. It just means that, oh, you lost, well, you take another L. That's just, just has how it works more often than not. If you can win it out on the eco, then you are gonna be, of course, happy in that regard. But this is the best case scenario right now for FEU Alabang. 4 to the scoreline, NEU back on the eco state. And here we go again. Shower right now. Gonna get a little bit of a wash there from Dog, but then again.
Nice. Oh, I thought it was him. It was another one. It's Burst
on
from
the short
Shinobi.
side.
The Oobot together with the Bird. Gotta be careful though. The recon won't be there. It's gonna be casted down. Blade ready to go. Pain shells. He's ready to ricochet it off the wall. But again, it's the Sova's gonna be in a lot of trouble. He's iced down. The Viper and both Lucid and the Raze tries to go for kills, and they both get one each. As back Ace with the Sheriff already in lamps, waiting in the way, gets the one tap over to Tsunami. Tsunami is out. It's 2 for 4 right now as Apex Tamaraus moves in forward. Mac Ace with the Sage ready to move it. He does have the rest, so there is a chance that he might be resurrecting some teammates, but it's pretty far. Sees down where the spike is, but Blade with the wallbang gets down the Sage. Ionix though gets that shot. No, he misses. Too close. Make that 2. Make that 3. Let's see if it's thrice. It's the charm for him. The blind will be there. He'll try to go for the tailwind, try to get away, but it doesn't work out. Pops in the classic finally with a right click, gets down Lucid as he wants to go for more. Blade closes out the round. 5-2 is the score. Apex Tamaraus. They're still getting it.
Yeah, Apex Samurais, they're just absolutely on fire. There was an eco state share for Paradigm Vanguards, but again, that confidence is building. Things are just working on out, and you know what else is being built on here, Bruce, is that money here. Stop. The Verd sees loaded. So kung magpapalibre ka from anyone, you talk to Verds, be like, uy, may naman konti lang dyan, no? 8.5k, things are looking really set here for Apex Harmaus. Paradigm Vanguards, they're just relying on the lose streak bonus right now. But this gun buy is gonna be painful, and did Ionix really just go for a shorty here? Too ambitious, gets the blade storm, yes, but we'll see that's gonna pan out for them.
Well, let's see if it pans out. Alright, Satchel just to get away. You know, the fake tailwind that the Raze opts to go for. Tries to go for the shots. Blade Storm from the Jet will be off the mark as Blade will be unable to get the kills. Move in, Mac Ace. Let's see. Let's see what he can do. Here comes the Jet moving in forward. Approaching the lamps. Blade is already here with the Raze. Burrito, though, gets the Vandal kill over to Mac Ace. The attacker killed Joe with the lockdown. Oh, here comes the showstopper. Rocket Fuel is slowly going down. No kills whatsoever for that Blade Storm. Tries to go for the left clicks. No, Lucid gets the headshot over to Ionix. It's 2 for 4 right now as Blade tries to go for the sprays. Sova still surviving amidst all that. He's the only one remaining for Paradigm Vanguards as he is trying too hard. Here comes the Regan Bolt. Moving in forward with the sprays. Misses every single thing as Burns with the jumping headshot. Gets it. Chicey is out.
And there are the Vanguards. They need to put the brakes on this momentum and fast. And it seems like a bit of a DC here, so they're gonna have to fix things up. Also on the technical side, but overall, they're just getting overrun. They're getting smoked on out. They're getting flashed on out. Everything and anything has hurt them from the get-go. And for FEU Alabang, they have this potential burst play here, Bruce. You have the Sova in the sky, so you get intel as well as the potential flash. Not only that, you have Blade on the Raze for that zone control, but the big thing here is, well, for the bread and butter, for the smokes, it's a Burns on the Brimstone. So you have one real chance at putting those sky smokes down. You put all 3 of them on one side, that's it. You kind of have to push onto it. But Apex Tamaraos, they say, that's it, let's go. And they just keep winning. This is why they're in this situation right now. They're why in this power position.
They just full commit. You know, bottom line, they just full commit, and I love the commitment from Apex Tamaraos. And if you were Paradigm Vanguards at this situation, Dax, what would be your call as a team?
Well, I gotta say for the Paradigm Vanguards, it's really just get the rotations at the right time. If they notice things are afoot, then they should already be navigating in, because this is a squad on the side of the Apex Tamaraos that doesn't do that well on those fakes in the first place. If you commit the smokes, that's pretty much it. The only saving grace for the Brimstone really on a map like this is because of not only those post-plant lineups, but also if you say, okay, yeah, let's fake a B and go to A, you have the teleporter to bring you to the other side very quickly. So NEU, they have so much potential control between that Astra and the Viper, but we're not seeing them really cut this map up in terms of the colors that we expect. So Apex Tamaraos, they say, oh, it's clear enough, tara, pasok tayo dito. And that has been the case for the past 6 rounds.
6 rounds, huh? That much. All right, Raven with the Cloud. Ready for the Vipers. Toxics to move in. Raven with a Bulldog. Is Bulldog still a relevant gun for you, Dax?
Dude, Bulldog is just, burst fire gameplay.
It's just
it's
just Bulldog.
Just burst. The Bulldog has never been relevant in the first place. It's just like,
what?
No, I'm telling you right now. The Bulldog is a gun that if you feel like it's the only thing you can afford for a half buy. I mean, if you can splurge a little bit on the half buy, I don't want the Inspector or whatever. It's more of the Guardian that gets even more renowned from time to time. Man, it's
more
okay.
recognition, right? Oh, shock darts. Ooh, Blade. Looks like a lot of damage right here. He was able to skip the second one.
Oh,
Blade moves in forward. Oh, the Recon Bolt gonna be more than perfect.
That Astra. Look at that Astra on Shinobi. How did he get in here?
Oh my god.
Sus. He's among them. He's among them, and suddenly he assassinates one. Going into the second. Shinobi. The Force moves in mysterious ways.
A real ninja, Shinobi. It's in his name. He's been
name.
taught well by Kakashi, you know? Oh, that's all that I can say. Shinobi is. Yeah, he is the Hokage. All right, moving forward, Blade. Now, all the Paradigm Vanguards needs to do is to, have some justice for whatever Shinobi did pull off. And they are slowly doing it as this Sage is taking out Blade instantly. Now, Apex Tamaraos already in B site, ready to plant 12 seconds in. 2-6, here comes the smokes. Sky smokes coming in from the Brimstone. Here comes the rest from Sage. Or it's directing down Shinobi, their savior, as they move in forward. Shinobi and Ace. Just looks like a brand for victory as Burns and this Lucid. Sky is the only one remaining as Burns move in. Here comes the Cloud Burst from Jet with the shorty. He will get the kill slowly and surely. Not that 6 point. Nearly there, but there he gets the headshot of Matt Ace with the trade. Brimstone is out. Lucid though moves in. The operator from Chicey gets it down. 2-6. Finally, Paradigm Vanguards get some points.
Well, thank you, Shinobi.
Thank you, Shinobi. That was Shinobi.
That was a Shinobi round. He played Shadow Clone Jutsu and he somehow, someway infiltrated to the market. It looked like FEU Alabang had a handle of every corner of the map on their side of the map. And then suddenly, there's a wild Shinobi. When did he get there? And just a very quick heads-up play, a quick rotation to get into the market and just tear apart the opposition one by one. Still though, Apex Samurais, they still can prove that even though they were down on numbers, they can get on site. And NEU, they still have to be very careful of any plant situation because I keep telling you guys, Apex Samurais has a roster, has a lineup right now that can play not the direct combat, but the spike lineups instead, especially with the Brim and Sova and so. But here we go again, Bruce. Speaking of those two agents, they have the ultimates, but Paradigm Vanguard still ready with 3 on the other side.
I really love it when I hear operator shots. It's like I'm being in game, and all I do is scream. Hopefully, I don't die in the process. That's always the thing. Lose it, moves in here forward.
Don't suffer that way.
Yeah, don't suffer that way. Let's try to not suffer that way. All right. Let's see how well Paradigm Vanguard's trying to keep up this points, or will Apex Samurais be able to just move it and push through all throughout? We'll see here in a bit as we are seeing the walls. Smokes coming in from the Astra, I mean, as no one is slowly pushing in. It's a pretty slow push right now, Dax.
Yeah, we'll see though. For the side of Apex Samurais, it's all about that setup. And here we go again. Furence ready with 2 more smokes. Also ready with the Orbital Strike. And a lot of potential control. You can see how these guys really set things up. 1 step, 2 step. And it's going to be a 3rd step there with the Orbital immediately. A big laser beam on the default itself. It's like being planted. Lucid though, putting it down. Got the Brimstone. And Shinobi has to be careful. Backs on the way. Paradigm Vanguard's playing classical 5v5 retake here, Bruce.
Blade? Oh, okay, he's there. Still hiding in pockets, though. The rest of Paradigm Vanguard's unable to really infiltrate B site right now. I think Paradigm Vanguard's really... They're a bit slow when it comes to retakes, but the operator, though, Lucid, gets the kill. Shock darts over to 2 people. That's a lot of damage, and Tsunami and Blade gets the kill. And it's the only one remaining. It's Aeonix, and Blade is there waiting patiently as he is saying, I'm ready to get the kill. Here comes the Cloudburst movement. They really want to push it in. Burrito with the headshot. They close it down. 3-7 is the score. And I can notice this, Dax. If Paradigm Vanguards, I think they're unable to play with the post plant or the retake. It's a bit harder for them.
It's difficult indeed. In that 5v5 state, again, the zoning tools that can be used also for the post-plant tools are what FEU Alabang uses in the first place. And Furence, not only did he go for the Orbital Strike to clear out the tin can in the middle, but he also went for that molly just to prevent NEU from quickly pushing. And what happens there? Yes, Aeonix gets 1, but then again, NEU, as soon as they got their push momentum, they just get overrun by the corners that they didn't check. 2 quick kills for each of the 2 players that made it 4. And after everything is said and done, Apex Samurais are at the pinnacle right now of their play here, Bruce.
It is. They are. I superbly agree with with the things that you said, Dax. So it's up to them how to prove themselves now. As Raven, this Jet, they're just waiting patiently here. And Apex Samurais, they're down 1 person. I think it's a bit of an advantage for Paradigm Vanguards. But once Apex Samurais are able to plant the spike, I think it's a bit over for them.
Smokes down.
It's gonna be time right now as the smokes do fly. Samurais, they're gonna fly with Blade up and high, and they're getting closer and closer.
No one's there.
The NEU for not really contesting it again. They have the tools for it. Hunter's Fury gonna be the call though, and Burns, look at this, just rocking and rolling, getting out of the way, dodging all the shots with grace, Bruce.
Yeah, that was with grace, but that was super close. You could see the red marks showing that he would have been hit by that Hunter's Fury, but apparently he's a lot more faster. Burrito, though, gets down Aeonix on the process as Raven moves in forward. Will he get the kill? Some kills maybe, hoping. All right, Raven moving in. He's on the backside. Burns, will he get the kill? He will more than do that successfully as Chicey with a Spectre against 4 people against the odds. And Burrito with a 4K. Burrito, though, really popping off in this round.
And the fact is, Apex Samurais, again, they just hold things directly. And you mentioned it a while ago. NEU struggles on the post plant because they can't even get an anchor, a foot into the site as soon as FEU Alabang takes it. They have the plays for it, they have the utilities for it, but since they're not doing it in the first place, playing a bit more passive on their side, that's where it all falls apart. It's not really a matter of mechanical skill right now whatsoever. It's just a matter of positioning. And Apex Samurais, they're always at the right position at the right time. NEU caught napping more often than not instead.
3. Oh, nice. Oh, those whole guardian plays are there. He has the heal, gets the barrier off. Mac Ace really defending out this site. Paradigm Vanguard's able to, you know, get a few damages over to Apex Tamaraos, Dax. Is there a chance for Paradigm Vanguards whenever they switch down to being the attackers? Do you think Paradigm Vanguards could still do this and catch up to the score points?
Well, it really just depends on how they use their utilities. They need to get more value out of the Astra Viper comp, and at least this time, they do have the Viper Spit to help them out on the short side. But what are the odds of this happening time and time again? How many rounds do they have to give on the attacking side? So hopefully we get a bit more bite from them and a bit more proactivity, or else Apex Tamaraos can actually be the ones to overrun the opposition. And look at the Apex Tamaraos roster, right? Those utilities can be very strong on the defending side. But it seems like now, the Seekers of the Call, they're looking for intel, and FEU Alabang will chase down and look to go for the takedowns towards B side.
Yeah, that is true. You did say that all their, you know, for Apex Tamaraos lineup, it's more accredited to being defenders. So I really want to see how it is if they are attackers this time, but the Hunter's Fury finally gets a clip over to Ace, and Raven gets down Burrito on the process, and Ionix will die through the hands of Sky. 3-4-3 right now, and I'm really excited for the second half, because you did really mention an important part. Apex Tamaraos' composition, it's morally oriented to be defensive. Do you think that's going to be a disadvantage?
I think right now that, you know, when we get into the side of Apex Tamaraos swapping over, right, to their defense, well, it's just gonna be how they go for the hold. But NEU, they're walking into this one lucid right now with a takedown. Shinobi finds one more, and it's 2v1. Tsunami though, can he bring the storm? And he cannot, as Shinobi will be there to get that 3k. NEU, they will take that round. The double control, it has a more clear-cut approach on the defensive side. Once they go to the attack, Bruce, that's gonna be the problem of creativity. They need to figure out how much of the map they want to control. How much of the map they're gonna cover with green and they're gonna cover with purple. It's gonna look like art attack on A site if that's gonna be their call here as we swapped on sides. But you know who could put a stop to that canvas there? It's FEU Alabang. One utility from Verns, one utility from Blade will say, no, you're not pushing this time.
Oh yeah, that's true, because there's like too much smokes, and if I'm not mistaken, Brimstone smokes last for about 30 seconds. Wait, right? How long is it?
I'm glad you know those numbers. All I know is controller smokes last long, jet smoke lasts like 4. That's it. But it makes, I think the biggest point really now is the molly and how they're gonna play it. The nano swarms, you have that killjoy, you have that raise. Any of these tight angles, the 4 entry points for all of the sites overall, they can really get flushed out here by Apex Tamaraos right now.
Oh, it is 15.
Comp.
I had to look it up. 15. All right, there we go. Something to learn every day, guys. All right, Tsunami.
Amen.
Ready to move in? Here it is. But let's see the action of Apex Tamaraos' defender-oriented lineup, if they can really push it out. It looks like the Astra is already praying for mercy. And let's see if Paradigm Vanguards could really make up for this. Tries to go for the wall bangs. I'm not sure, Tsunami, if that's going to be super effective. As he moves in, sees down and guarded that there are 3 people. That confirms everybody. And Blade gets the headshot over to Saichi. And Chai-C is out. And Blade again gets 2 Ks in the process. And 3 for 4 as Apex Tamaraos, though. Blade with that really aggressive weight there. He plays it perfectly and sets up the stage for Apex Tamaraos to be in a manpower advantage.
Yeah, the confidence for Apex Tamaraos, they knew they had the handle from the first half. They're willing to go for the push, and Blade, they're already getting a nice edge and sees the advantage here for Apex Tamaraos. But then again, it's 4v3, and NEU, if they can play it right, they can get this B site here, Bruce.
30 seconds left.
If only they can. Oh, Tsunami gets the headshot. They're not checking corners. It always happens every single time, but Ionix, though, with the frenzy gets down Tsunami. Let's see if he can clutch this out. No rifles this time, though, so I think there is a big chance. And looks like he's going to straight to the teleporter. It looks like a post plant will be committed by the Paradigm Vanguard instead. I mean, by Apex Tamaraos instead. All right, 10 seconds in. Are they going to make it out? 8 seconds, and there is more than enough time for Ionix to plant this. Goes for the default. 5 seconds in. He does have more than enough time, and he will be able to do it, though. And here comes the Sky jumping headshot, giving just a bit of chances and hopes for the Jet. He teabags him. Ow. And there you have it.
Yeah, you
4-9.
know, some victory crunches as well. 4-9 indeed. FEUA Alabang absolutely in control. And NEU, they might need to rethink their plans for the series itself. They're just getting caught out by the proactivity here of Apex Hammer. So you can see that FEUA Alabang is such a confident team overall, and
Mhm.
their willingness to go above and beyond what is expected from them. It really proves how potent they can be and how much they're hungry for Division A. Because last time, season 2, almost, but not good enough to make it there. This time, this is their chance. This time, this is gonna be their call. And is it gonna be clear cut for the series, or will NEU bounce on back in the next few rounds or in the next map? We'll find out. As NEU, they don't have the guns except
Move.
Ionis with the Marshall, but Apex Tamaros again getting control. Shower take for them, double stacking and looking to scare off Ionix.
They really scare off Ionix though. He really was very gutsy. Just moving on with that. But anyway, Chicey with the classics. They want to move in for Paradigm Vanguards, but Apex Tamaros, they're ready to just, you know, stay true to whatever tactics they really want to go for.
Waiting game though real quick, and Paradigm Vanguards.
The
They're
bird.
the bird.
The bird did not pop this time.
It was like, okay, not might as
Okay.
well not.
Might as
Okay.
well not. Exactly. All right, Pain Shell's gonna be going to teleporter. Oh, nice timing right there as he gets it through. The opening from the gate together with the Spectre. He gets the kill instantly to the Astra. Here comes the Recon Dart. All right, will be casted out. Oh, the Molly. The Molly, they're gonna get back. There's no way for them to push Lucid though. Gets down Raven. It's 3 down for Paladin Vanguards, and Apex Tamaros still leads the charge.
Yeah, Apex Tamaros though did rotate
have
everyone to that B side, so Paradigm
30
Vanguards
seconds
can
left.
go to A and look to contest. But whether it's a matter of communication or just game sense, what a play there from the Rays. And speaking of, we got Blade right now going to go for more. Guiding Light though gets the connection, gets that intel, and NEU, they're stuck here, Bruce.
All right, here we go. Spectre's Marshall, though, finally a headshot coming in from Ionix. He wants to go for more. 31 HP. He's 4 against the world as Apex Tamaros still really want to close it off with no questions barred. And it's over. 4-10. Apex Tamaros still able to get it through. Well, that was a pistol round, to be fair. I mean, you know, bonus
There's
round
Nico
for them.
run. It was Nico round there for the side of NEU. Now we have Apex Tamaros gonna go for their bonus, but we'll see here what NEU can actually attain with the buys. But it seems like it's been such a clear-cut approach from Apex Tamaros, and you can really see the effort they put in. Vern's there with 14 and 4. I remember that name from last time, and I can see why, because he is just absolutely potent and has such a good handle on how to control the map. But still, I
That's
really
true.
gotta give my props there to Lucid and Tsunami. Both of the initiators has been very team-oriented, with
Yeah.
the Guiding Lights and the Recons.
Oh,
and well,
nice.
Ionix, can he
Careful.
actually get it?
Oh, hold on. Lucid still able to get it through. Ionix unable to really answer Blade, though. Blade didn't even have to be part of that kill. Trailblazer moving in forward, trying to hunt it down, but there is a Sky Smoke to cover out the vision as Raven on mid could go toe-to-toe with Burst.
That was just a little too ambitious though from Ionix. The Gravity Well didn't get anything, and FEUA Alabang just with that heads up again to avoid the Astro Smokes. NEU wanting to play the combos, find the combinations with the Gravity Well, but doesn't really attain too much. A minute now remaining, and NEU is absolutely on notice here, Bruce. You can really see that they want to play it slow as the bird just pops in the short angle.
It felt really weird when the
He's
bird
waiting for
doesn't pop
someone.
off.
Well, he's just waiting for someone to come, and in that instance, well, since no one was there to call it out, then it is what it is. But
It is what it is.
they're prepared again. Triple stack here on A sites, and NEU trying to make a play work, but what the
Molly.
lineup? What is this?
Is that a
He
lineup?
bounces it.
Is
Just
that
to get it
oh!
away. It's a safe lineup. Look at that. Instead
It
of
is.
peeking, he just says, "Yo, I pound the pinball wizard," and now
Nice.
NEU stuck here, but Raven with the first kill.
That was too close though. Blade really, he was too a bit more confident in Raven though. With his very own lineup, tries to spot out where Verge is. He gonna get the kill? Verge with the crouch, gets the kill using the Spectre, but Lucid though will go down with the hands of Chicey as Chicey gets 2 Ks. It's 2 for 2. A few bitches of sprays coming in from Verge, but did not work out this time. Mac Ace finally heads it down, but Burrito cancels the plan. Oh, not exactly. The defuse, I mean. Burrito on the right side. Mac Ace did not check the corners, so that allows him to get the kill over to Burrito. 5-10. Finally, Paradigm Vanguards gets another point into the mark.
NEU on the board, but how costly was that? 4 players dying in the field of battle, and Paradigm Vanguards will be forced to buy on out whatever they can just to contest what FEU Alabang will bring now. So this is the perfect chance for Apex Tamaras to seize the economy by the horns and just keep on going and keep on chugging along. Thing is though, Ionix, he's one away from the Blade Storm, but he's only gonna go for the shorty. This shower control is gonna be essential here for NEU. Luckily for them, Apex Samurai's not gonna contest. Instead, they're stacking on short.
Oh, the Uwu bot is there too, trying to, you know, flush out everybody. But they were quick to get away. Ionix with the Blade Storm. Nice blind. Move in. Tailwinds away just to make sure that he will be surviving. No one from Apex Tamaras with a patience play. No one decided to go and push. Okay, Trailblazer gonna be casted. Oh, Jiggle picking. All right, doesn't get the jump even too. No tags whatsoever.
Sando Shock Dart flying on by. Blade trying to keep an eye as well. It seems like here beside the Paradigm Vanguards, they have gotten their first objective done to get those blades. But where are they gonna go next? Looking for a few pickoffs, perhaps scattering on around. But they don't want to commit onto this A site as of yet. Guiding Light though gets the intel instead, and Apex Tamaras, they're just getting so much intel right now. Just have such a good heads up on what's going on the map. And FEU Alabang preparing themselves for this A take.
Oh, nice drone. Spots out the sky. Spotted out, the Blade Storm gets the headshot. Nice skill, but they're traded instantly with Blade with the Phantom. Oh, moves in first. Nice. It's a spike drop already. Slow arm gonna be gaslit, but Sage not checking corners again. Save for the Shinobi. 5-11, no one checks corners. What is wrong?
Look left, right before you cross the strait, before you go to the next station. But FEU Alabang, again, they're just getting more and more value of what we see from them. NEU, they have the right ideas. They have the potential setups. But what happens is it doesn't really come to fruition. In an 8-tick like that, you can just go for the wall by the APC, go for so many smokes to block out your opponents, and then just figure out how to play the post plant. But in that case, it's just FEU getting the immediate intel, knowing everything that's going on with the guiding lights, and then just preparing themselves to get those takedowns. So really, Apex Tamaras, they're playing at a different level here, Bruce, and it really feels like if they can keep this up, they really are worth that Division 8 slot.
Oh, he was tagged.
Just a little bit, just
A little bit.
teeny tiny bit.
At least, maybe. Even if you don't get a headshot, there's a bit of a damage that would help you out. Tsunami up in the tubes, ready to get some kills. At Apex Tamaras, they really want to close this out. A slow push coming from Paradigm Vanguards as they lead the spike near A short. Oh, Burrito gets to get over to back. Ace Lucid does the same thing too. Here comes the Seekers. Lucid casts it out, looking for where there is a Paradigm Vanguards are. They see it instantly. The wallman swap in there. Shinobi is out. Here comes a blind coming in forward. Oh, spots the spike. Lucid, will he get the kill? He will get the shot. Gets the flawless. They line up more than perfectly. Paradigm Vanguards, that's not the way you want to flush out somebody.
You just don't run into someone spraying like that. In NEU, things have just fallen apart, unfortunately, for them. That last round, you know, they won a round here on the second half, but in the very end, in terms of the macro of things, it has hurt them a lot, as the next round just basically said, you know, you guys are not going to get money for the next one, and you can see it here. Paradigm Vanguards, it is a make or break moment. They have to win this just to stay on alive. But if they lose many members here, it's going to be even more difficult. Again, into the next round, it's path to poverty, unfortunately, for the side of NEU. And they're just looking to find a way out of it. But Apex Tamaras, they made a play with a showstopper. Didn't get much, but look at the push from Blade. Shut down by Chaisi. Tsunami, though, with a catch on the Ionix.
Alright, Storm. There's Nano Swarm. Will not allow them to push instantly. Alright, Hunter's Fury gonna be casted already. Just try to cancel out the default. Oh, Map Ace instantly with the rest over to Ionix. Ionix wants to move up forward. Burns, here comes the ult moving in forward. Gets the headshots, even with the blinds. Burns gets it down. The Sage is out. 3-4-3. Spike is not even planted, Dax. So it's still a race against time, but there's 1 minute to go. So there is slightly a bit more chance for them to go in through. But again, no one's checking corners. Check your rights, as no one gets it through Lucid, though. The only one remaining for Apex Tamaras. He gets the headshot too and tries to go for the spray, but no. Chaisi survives with only 30% of his HP. 42% of his HP. Still get it through. 6-12 is the score.
Surviving, yes, but thriving, not at all. This is the problem right now for NEU. They stay on, but at what cost? The cost is it's looking really dire here for Paradigm Vanguards. I really appreciate the effort, and I love how they went for the take. Ionix just threw caution to the wind, went in, went ham, and the shutdown off the Blade as well, who went for the Desperation TP, did really come to pass for NEU. But still, the damage has been done here by Apex Tamaraos. They're fully cutted on one side. Paradigm Vanguard will not have all the best armor here. And the blind you mentioned, loses with 1 foot for a second! And he wants to take another one down, gets to
Spike
3v3
down
right now,
A.
boys.
Nearly works, baby, nearly works. I thought it was really gonna work out that way, but finally the bird though, getting some action, getting mostly 4 blinds in one spot, really worked out well, Dax.
Spike down.
All right, as we
A.
move in, Chicey is here. All right, shock darts, no damage whatsoever. The spike though, it's been dropped really near, and it's only Shinomi, the only one remaining. And I think, do you think he has the chance to extend out this series? I mean, this round?
He still has 2 stars. He has the Cosmic Divide, and if he really needs to,
But the
that
spike's
wall
there.
separates the opposition. And you mentioned the spike's there, but if you put that big wall in the way, maybe, just maybe, he can on the way to that B site. But he has to do something and fast, and that's confirmation immediately that he's still there. Gravity Well, there's also gonna be at least a bit of that utility, but then again, Burrito, he's been on the prowl here, Bruce, and that scan connects as well.
Get the shots. Shock darts. Will he get the kill? No. Burrito
Defenders
with the
win.
final kill. There you have it. Apex Tamaraos. They will be your first round winners. However, there is still game number 2. But Dax, let's check out some really notable high plays right there coming from Apex Tamaraos. I really was thinking Paradigm Vanguards would have the power to just push in forward through because they have the experience already. But apparently, Apex Tamaraos have a different take on this. They really want to prove it. They belong in Division A.
Yeah, and their performance in Division B has already spoken volumes to their potential. A perfect run all the way here to the promotionals. They have not dropped a map whatsoever against the likes of FSUU, USLS, and PLM as well. And we know that PLM Squadron, it made waves a while back in the history of the UAC as well. But you can see here, FEUA Bang, they didn't even need to go to plan B, to plan lineup. All they had to go was for direct combat, play it super actively, get the right positions at the right times. And that's been the biggest reason of their victory. Paradigm Vanguards, they take 1 step forward, but unfortunately, they stop there. It feels like there's so much more that NEU can bring to the table, but they're just so hesitant to do so. And they have the right lineup for the map, but not the right mindset to
I was about to say the right mindset too. You're right, you are there. So I think that's about it for game number 1. Now the question is, Dax, do you want to bring esports to your school?
Oh, yes, I do.
You know why? Because the AcadArena Alliance program is here for you. Alliance member clubs get access to our exclusive tournaments, mentorship, events support, and of course, the Globe Esports Merit Scholarship. Learn how to join the Alliance today at acadarena.com/alliance. And Dax, it's like a pretty short break. We'll be back for game number 2. It's still going to be the same. And Paradigm Vanguards versus, what's the other guy? IIT?
FEU Alabang. The Apex Tamaraos gonna be
Apex.
there. Give them a
Yeah,
two
Apex
guys. We'll be
Tamaraos.
right back.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Manong Fishball ang tawag sa kanya. Everyday siya kung dumating. Kaya parang institusyon na siya dito sa area namin. Minsan, sobrang late na. Andun pa rin si Manong Fishball.
Ginagabi kayo, Manong!
Enrollment eh.
After some time, yung kariton ni Manong Fishball nadagdagan ng may bike.
Hanggang kabilang kalye, nagtitinda na rin kayo, Manong?
Ang notebook.
Sunod na taon, pati menu nadagdagan.
Nax, may squid balls na!
Mahal kasi ang lapis. Ikik ka pa dyan.
Bilib na bilib ako kay Manong Fishball. Akalain mong yung maliit niyang kariton, napalaki niya ng ganun? Ang nagagawa nga naman ng pangarap ng isang magulang.
Anong grade na ba yung anak nyo?
Tagal nang tapos sa mga bata. Ako naman ngayon.
Manong Fishball ang tawag sa kanya. Pero sa mga araw na yun, many years ago, higit pa sa fishballs ang binigay niya sa akin. He taught me na walang di natutupad na pangarap sa taong handang magsumikap.
Dami niya na.
Panghapunan.
Pantoga.
Atin ang pangarap. Atin ang pagsisikap. Atin ang mundo. Globe.
All right.
Right.
Welcome to the third season of the University Alliance Cup featuring Valorant. The top 12 collegiate Valorant teams in the Philippines are all here competing to raise the campus torch, a prize pool of over 150,000 pesos, the right to call themselves the best in the country, and scholarships. I am Juicy Brucey, and with me today is I think we opened day number 2, if I'm not mistaken. Her name's Mochi. Mochi is here and will be your shoutcasters for today's matches. And I'm happy to say, Mochi will be play-by-playing for us in this second round. But Mochi, the first time we've been together, was that day number 2 of season 3 or day number 1?
Yeah, I think it's day 3. Yeah,
Day
yeah, yeah,
3.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
yeah, day
If I
2
remember
of
correctly.
Division A.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm reminiscing. I just miss UAC a lot. So anyway, you're gonna check too. So anyway,
Yeah.
Paradigm Vanguards versus Apex Tamaros. We've seen a bit of a landslide victory from Apex Tamaros from game number 1. You know, Dex and I casted, and now we were thinking that Paradigm Vanguards being already in Division A before, or you know, having the experience, they could have easily won this. But Apex Tamaros apparently it was on different status. Mochi, what do you think about that?
Well, from what I've seen while I was watching the whole duration of the match, I'm not gonna lie that Apex Tamaras has their own way of manipulating the strings. If that makes
Whoa.
sense. Like, it's
Manipulation.
pretty spicy. Yeah, it's pretty spicy. Like, they know where the enemy is supposed to go, and before they even do so, they already have this contingency plan of what they should do. So it's pretty good coming from Apex Tamaras because, come on, you're fighting for the promotional. So why would you even hold yourself back? But in return,
True.
I hope that the side of Paradigm Vanguard has something to say in return.
Do you think it's gonna be a best of 3? Do you think Paradigm Vanguards will be able to adjust instantly, or is there a bigger chance that Apex Tamaras will just take the win in the bag and just go with game 2?
Not gonna lie, there is a high probability for the side of Apex Tamaras to go for
Mm.
pack up the bags for the game too, considering that this is an icebox map. They're pretty strong with this map as well. But I am eager to see if the Paradigm Vanguards has something that they did in order to master it more, or on the other hand, if they have something else to offer, like something that out of the textbook or something that the Apex Tamaras would never expect.
Oh, so yeah, something that they will not expect. Well, hopefully that's because I really want to see these players duke it out because it's still double eliminations. It's still fine, but the more they release their gameplays, the more the other teams will be able to adjust. But
Yeah.
right now, when it comes to agent composition, if I'm not mistaken, we are gonna be in Icebox, right?
Yes,
Yes, we are going to be an
indeed.
Icebox. All right, so
Mhm.
there you have it. Let's see your predictions, because Dax hates me for asking who gets the first round win. What do you think will take the series instead? Dax is in my head.
Series.
Why are you in my
It-
head, Dax?
it's gonna be disturbed by
I
you
am
hearing
disturbed.
that. Yeah.
Why are you in my
Maybe
head?
for me, it's just Apex. For me personally. Yeah.
Oh, you're
No
going for
hate with that.
Apex.
Yeah, not because I'm biased. It's just because of how they performed
No one's saying
earlier.
that.
Because, yeah, it's because, FEU na naman, FEU tatlong
Uh,
FEU, di ba? Yun nga, it's just from what I've witnessed. But, yeah, once again, I'm really hoping that the Paradigm Vanguards would make this more interesting. Yan na.
Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. So we have
Mhm.
14 seconds in when it comes to agent composition. The only difference that we're seeing here is apparently the Killjoy with the
Mhm.
Reina. That's the only difference that we have here. On the others, it's really the same. When it comes to agent composition, who do you in favor more, Mochi? Is it Paradigm Vanguard's composition or Epic Samurai's? When it comes
I
to
like
agents.
I like how the side of our Paradigm Vanguards that they have the double sentinel lineup, really preventing the side of Apex Stammers go for the aggressive rushes and prevents them from planting the spike or even committing further. But at
Mhm.
the same time, I love how aggressive the lineup of Apex Samurais is, knowing having that Burrito has the Reina and Blade is already on his jet. Earlier, he's on his raise, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he played Raze. He played
Mm.
Raze. So there is a tactical pause. Oh, fun fact. Dax taught us this. If it's
Oh, what
colored,
is it?
it's tactical. If it's gray, it's I know if it's colored, it's technical. If it's gray, it's tactical pause. I just learned that today.
Ooh.
I was proud. Dax is in my mind. Get out of here, Dax. It sounded weird. Anywho, so you did say,
Bro.
yeah, bro, whoa, whoa,
Bro.
bro. So Tsunami, what should be? Oh, where should the Killjoy be placing? If he is the defender, should she be in B more or in A side? I think A side would be more preferable for a Killjoy.
Yeah, for me it's good for the A side to be guarded by a siege, because the wall, you just place the wall there and prevent
In
anyone from
front.
passing through. Yeah, but at
Yeah.
the same time, the nanoswarms can do that too. It's just a matter of preference, to be honest,
Mm-hmm.
what they're more comfortable with.
Killjoy should not be here. I really hate this agent, dude. If you really, the problem with having a Killjoy is whenever you want to push, she's gonna
Hmm.
be there. That turret's gonna be the first thing that says hello to you. You're gonna you're gonna take
Yeah.
chip damage. Although some people are not really good with headshots, but the more they tag you, let's say you get minus like 15 HP, there
Hmm.
are guns with 30 damage just into body shots, and that's more than enough to kill you. So
Yeah, I agree.
having a Killjoy is really hard. A lot of people hated her when she came out. A lot of people also love her if they're using it. But once you're against the Killjoy, it's not the best, mood and weather in the game.
And yeah, and when things go down, it's always not fun to be on the receiving end. But when you're on the third person perspective, it is pretty fun to watch. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, and it also hurts. You can also feel the hurt the moment they want
Yeah.
to push in, because it would take a lot of utilities to just distract the bot. And aside from that, it gives a lot of information that either
Mm.
an opponent is crossing or an opponent is trying to move in forward. But here we are, Mochi.
Yep, indeed. I think they'll be going for the commitment on our A side. But, oh, how spicy is that? Lucid going to be getting the first blood for this round and will be followed up upon by Shinobi. Shinobi, oh no, but Shinobi will be trying for another one, but Blade will be shutting him down. 3v4, gonna be diving right in, but will be prevented by Chicey. Chicey, that's spicy. 3v3, gonna be contemplating what to do, but Lucid will be falling down the hands of Chicey once again. 2v3. Shinobi, and I think they'll be creeping up on our A side just in
I had to laugh because I feel the same experience as that guy. He wanted to do the headshots, so he wasn't trying to spray. Instead of trying to spray, he was trying to slowly click it down, but everybody was just too clicking with the left shots, left clicks.
Yeah, that's pretty weird, I'm not gonna lie. But you know, it's just pretty attractive too. Like when you land all the right clicks with the classic, it's just really satisfying as well.
I really seen that, you know, the Soma was there on top of mid, and I think he was trying to, the opponent was trying to get the headshot, but he's too afraid to press left clicks because of the recoil, but then he just died. Anyway, that's why I had to laugh, because that happened. I never played FPS. Valorant is my first FPS game that, you know, that's multiplayer. And
Same!
it's that kind of gameplay when I was starting out. I just really wanted to land headshots. A lot more crispier. But here we are, Mochi. Round 2.
Round 2 indeed. And actually didn't saw their buys, but I guess they'll be going up upon with the pistol still. And Onyx will be holding this Sheriff, but would not be landing those shots. Oh no, still waiting game indeed, but at the same time, Onyx having a very difficult time, but Shinobi will be getting with that Spectre kill, walling and preventing entry for all of the attackers, but at the same time, he'll be falling down as he raised up from that wall. Mac Ace! Oh no, he didn't see Lucid below him. I wonder what will happen
you, sir.
here.
Oh! What? That was pretty close. He was on the ropes, but again, Lucid was still able to get the kill instead. Lucid, what a survivor.
That's such a surprise, but now they are fully in control of this map, and they have pretty good grounds in terms of positioning as well, but at the same time, the Viper's health is running low. I don't think that he could really utilize that Spectre longer unless he lands the first shots, but oh, that would be 2 consecutive kills. Only one remaining here will be the Rada Burrito. Would you be wrapped up, or you will be the one who will be wrapping them up instead? They'll be rushing in front of you, gonna be dashing right in, and that would be the kill in the hands of Onyx.
Finally, Onyx able to get the kills. 2-0 already for Paradigm Vanguards. It looks like they really want to get the wins. And I think you said a while ago, Icebox is a Vanguard kind of map, and they're proving us right. And here you have it. But again, remember, this also happened a while ago in the first game, Mochi, where at the first part, Paradigm Vanguards, they were winning 2-0 because of pistols and, you know, broken buys. But when Apex Tamaras were able to get their hands on rifles, Phantoms, Vandals, they just snowballed into 0 to 5, 5 to 10, eventually 10 to 13. And I think it's deja vu. I think we're about to see a repeat of game number 1. That's what I think.
Yeah, might be a repeat, but it could be a good time for the side of Paradigm Gamers as we got that pick from the mid area. And oh no, it's the latter. Apex got the first pick, but that would be a pretty difficult time for them. This now 4v5, but still they have the Spectres on hand. And oh no, Blade will be getting that kill against the Onyx. Ooh, that is really sharp. 3v5
Hold ya.
still. Ooh.
It's the rifle round. It's the rifle round where Apex Tamaras really shine through.
Yeah, it's also difficult to counter something like that as well, but Burns is going aggressive with his stances, and oh, gonna be falling down. 2v3, still not being able to retake the site. They're just waiting up on each other, but at the same time, the shotgun will be connecting, and we'll be waiting on whether they'll be throwing something. But oh no, JC was the only one remaining here.
What can he do? Nothing. Chicey goes for the peek, goes for the jiggle. Does he get the kill? The shot won't be there. And Tsunami to land the final shot with the Vandal. It's over for Chicey. Nice try though. And like I said a while ago, Apex Tamaras, the moment they get their hands on rifles, Vanguards, Phantoms, anything with much high firepower, they just really start to snowball off. And finally, here it is. Apex Tamaras gets that point. But also on the other side for, you know, Paradigm Vanguards, they will be able to buy some. Most of them are already looking to buy their Vandals. And we're seeing an early operator coming in from Onyx's Jet.
Agree. And this might be the game changer for our 4th round, considering the operator really has that really high pickup potential. Anyone who goes past through that crosshair will automatically be erased out of the map. But at the same time, I guess nothing's new. They'll still be going for the A site, but at least they already have that intel that they'll be facing up against an operator user, and that would be that Jet. But at the same time, Shinobi will be landing that that bullet onto the burrito's face, and Blade will be getting another one instead. This equalizes all the manpower that they have, and at the same time, Raven will be shutting Lucid down. We'll be waiting for anyone's trying to plant at the site.
Ernst, let's see what this strategy could do. Spike's not yet planted, Mochi. So the rest of them, 4-4-3, there is no flank yet. And I love how this Viper from Paradigm Vanguards is not really trying to rotate. Whoa, what's taking him so long? All right, a wall will be committed, Mochi. Here you go.
Ooh. Okay, nice counter wall. But at the same time, we still have a lot of time for them to retake the site. At the same time, Ionix has that operator gonna be really beneficial for him. But they are still at the site, like no one's planting or going to the depot area. But I guess this is about to be a bloodbath. Two members of Memphis dying in front
Nice.
of us, and that will be continued upon 1v1. Mac Ace with 10 HP left. Would this be doable, or would this be the death?
Yes, Viper Spit.
Ace? Yeah, and he has the Viper Spit too. But
Is
at
there
the same
time though?
yeah, and there's time too, but no more. They'll just
Oh,
go
no.
for the
Oh,
exit
this-
frag.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice Ernst. I think the problem there was that this Viper, everybody, I'm pretty sure everyone in Apex Diamond House was already guaranteed that they're going to be in A site. Mac Ace took so long to rotate. He was staying for B for
Yeah.
around, even at 50 seconds. If only he did an early rotate, I think there would be chances that he would be able to help out his team. But the problem was, I think the call for Paradigm Vanguards that time was we're just going to play for retakes. But apparently, no, it didn't work out. And their economy suffered so much because first, they did a full buy. They brought all their Phantoms, they brought all the Vandals. And then we had the Jet who purchased the Operator to no avail. Doesn't get enough kills and doesn't get enough, rebate for that economy spent.
Yeah, I highly agree with what you said, and I think they're looking for the fate that they are facing right now. This is still really doable for the side of Paradigm Vanguards, but I guess not anymore as two consecutive players have fallen down and Lucid is just popping off with the third frag on the face of Shinobi. Mac Ace will be once again the remaining person for the side of
stinger.
Paradigm Vanguards.
With
Yeah,
only a
with the
stinger, what can you do?
Mm-hmm.
What's happening?
No.
Oh, there you have it. Lucid.
4K!
4Ks for Lucid has been doing that already. And then Apex Diamond House, though, they're just proving us point to point to point. Give us after pistol rounds, get a rifle, we're just gonna do it. And a while ago, Dax has been highlighting Lucid as one of the best players inside this team in FEU Alabang. And it's just showing really true. Because Lucid right now, he's at the top fragger, is getting all the kills, and I think he's getting really good shots, in-game shots for the team as they are, they're just spiking it through every time in this rifle match.
Yeah, I agree. And Lucid and Blade is always the people that I also recall whenever I see the tournaments here in the FEU integrated schools. But I guess that would be the Viper Spit coming out from first. But let's see if they would be able to counter this.
Nice.
Now, but Blade in a really good position, though. We'll be getting Raven in the process. This is now 3v5, and they're just really in control. And this would be the counter Viper Spit. But in terms of manpower, this would be pretty difficult for them to execute and commit up upon. And Tracy would once again go to the upper ground. But at the same time, there's just fart everywhere. What would you see?
Yep, there's a lot of smokes. There was a... Ooh, for the back lanes, Blade there casually positioned. Happens twice already. Liddy's on the other side. Oh, they're gonna save. The Sage and Jet are saving. I think the problem there was that Mac Ace, he wanted to cast his Viper Spit early into the round, but the problem was he failed. He used the rope, casted Viper Spit, but apparently got cancelled halfway because he decided to jump off. It wasn't casted through, but that 3-second delay, everyone from Apex Diamond was already in sight. If you've seen already, that Jet just killed the Killjoy in the backside because that Viper Spit was super late. I think that was a fault in mechanical skill right there. I think that's the reason why Mac Ace wasn't able to cast that, Viper Spit right away. Sayang yun.
Yeah, it's a really big thing. Those 3 seconds really change the whole pace of the round. So they really have to capitalize on that as well and maybe avoid those kinds of mistakes, considering that it can affect the whole flow of the whole team. But at this point in time, look at them just talking to each other. They're really cute.
And they're just
But
talking like, what happened a while ago? If only you casted your Viper Spit a lot more earlier, it would be fine. But
yeah.
that was the only fault that I've seen there. If the Viper Spit was casted a lot more earlier, it could have got it into the other side because using that generator, it didn't go through mid. It didn't go through mid, the Viper Spit. It was on the right side of the generator. So that's the reason why Apex Tamanos were able to just casually go inside. And that was just it. I think it was a misplay by the Viper. That misplay really costed them a lot for that round.
Yes, I agree. And at this point in time, it's pretty different from what we have seen earlier. Like at this point in time, they're playing it pretty safe, and they'll be going for the B push instead. But at the same time, here we are seeing if Mac Ace will be able to get a frag at this situation, and it seems like he will be successful with that, but will be traded by Blade at that moment. And the spike is yet to be planted, but at the same time, there is still no rotation from the side of the Paradigm Vanguards. This is really something. But at this point in time, they'll be
wanna
trying
play
to
for
go
retakes.
for the retake too. Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll be
but
trying
again,
for the retake too.
Check mid, Lucid just gets it down. Aeonix is
Ooh.
waiting for them, gets the exit frag. Raven, though, gets the trade.
Oh no. Still, it's the waiting game for all of them. And Blade is just in a really good position too. Gonna be going for that frag, going for another one. No, will be shut down by Raven. 2v2. And the time
Lockdown.
is ticking.
Oh, Hunter's Fury.
Ooh.
He destroyed the lockdown. Well played with the Sova.
Yeah, this is a 1v1. Would there be enough time for them to defeat the spike? I guess not anymore. And he will be shut down by Tsunami, just like a wave. And that would be the 4th consecutive round, am I not mistaken?
Yeah, it is the 4th Tsunami, though, with a
Wow.
very... You know, the Hunter's Fury. I don't know why they decided to cast the lockdown for Paradigm Vanguards, considering that there is an information that Sova's Hunter's Fury, they decided to do that in a clutch round, and there was not enough time for them to even go for a retake because it took them so long, and the spike was about to explode. And I think there's a lot of misplays that Paradigm Vanguards are throwing it down. They're just throwing ults left and right, and it's not working out well for them.
Yes,
Oh,
I
he
agree.
died!
Oh
Oh
my gosh! That's something we did not expect, and even gone for another road, but Tsunami would be there to try and save the day. 3v3 already. Lucid will be getting that kill against Mac Ace, and at the same time, they're just scattered all over the map, and they're trying to look for the right time to strike. And what
strike,
was that?
3-4-3 now, if you look at it.
Yeah.
It started really well for Paradigm Vanguards. Those Blade Storms from the Jet. From Aeonix himself gets 2Ks over to Apex Tamanos, but he will be resurrected. That's a pretty good shot. 2 for 5 now.
Good rest. Good rest from the side of Paradigm Vanguards. But let's see if they will be able to go in and out for this round. Considering that they really have to win this, because if not, they'll be forced out of their economy. Not be looking
nice!
good. But oh my
Nice!
gosh, Tsunami will be getting for the 4K. Would he manage to go for the 5th one? Going to go and going to push. But at the same time, he's just waiting patiently. But that would be successful. And that would be the ace into the hands of Tsunami. And that is the 10-6 for this match. Holy!
Oh my god. Really nice goal from Apex Tamanos right there. What they did was they rotated everybody just to secure the plant. And look what Tsunami did here. He knows that there's going to be a rotate coming from Paradigm Vanguards. He waited patiently over at the entrance of A site. And there, yeah, he just gets every kill that he wanted. And Tsunami, though, gets it down. Top frags the round. And it's 2 for 6.
My.
It's like a deja vu of what happened in the last round. Apex Tamanos, though.
Wow. Is that the first ace for our series for tonight?
It is.
Ooh, Tsunami really proving something here. Just like a wave, been really successful in pushing them out of the side. But I guess here seeing the trade, and it is tremendous. Blade going for the second frag, but still 3v3 for both sides of the team. They might go for the slow retake as per usual.
Oh, Tsunami again with the kills.
Wow, my god, he's just popping up.
What, move in? Oh, nice! Oh, but Mac Ace gets it.
Yep, but 2v2 still. We have the snake bite available and put out by Mac Ace, and they're trying to destroy the wall, but at the same time, it is angled in such a way that it would be difficult for them to try and go for the no contestment, but there's still a 1v1 Sova to Sova action. Would they be able to be successful in trying to do this? But we're enough
Nice.
time. Enough time?
Oh, there's not enough time. It is gonna explode. Oh,
my.
no. Chicey tried really hard for that one. All I can say is NT.
That is sad.
It is sad. It is sad. Paradigm Vanguards, though, they did try their best to get some kills, but apparently Apex Tamaros, they're just getting it through and through. They are the gameplay that Apex Tamaros is doing in this game is that they just decide into which site they're gonna push in. Once all utilities are gone, they either make a split-second decision: are we gonna commit or are we gonna rotate? That happened a while ago in like when the score was 2-5. I mean, where Tsunami got his A's. They've noticed that the Blade Storm was out, almost of the smoke's already out. They decided to just rotate, let's go to B. And then that really made well for them.
Yeah, I agree. And I guess they might do the same thing, but not anymore because that might be the flawless round that they need. Aeonix will be the only one remaining here. And I think the rest of the members are ready on the hunt for this guy. And this guy is gonna be welcoming them with that Marshall, but would be managing to get one. Burrito will be falling down, and that Disrespect gonna be throwing under that pistol. But would they go for that right click? No, the knife would not be connecting as well. Oh my, and Lucian will be punishing him instead.
That did not work out so well. And look at that. Like I was discussing how fast Apex Tamaros decides to play everything, right, Mochi? Split-second decisions. Are they gonna push? Are they gonna not? So when they found out that there's like 4 people at A side, you know what Apex Tamaros did? They just wanted to kill every single body in the span of 6 seconds. They were able to eliminate 4 players from Paradigm Vanguards. And you know what they did? Let's get the plant, get the kill. Let's get this round over. They even went out of their way to move away from A side. They just wanted to get the kill. And they found the jet and it's over.
Yeah, and I really love the fact that their eyes for the side of Paradigm Vanguards, they're just really occupied by either Tsunami or Blade. And I guess that would be a -1 for the side of Apex Tamaros. What a wonderful location for that Viper Spit. But I guess Blade will still be pushing through, waiting for anyone who's going to be entering that. And they don't have any idea that he is in here.
That was the play.
Of the site. Oh,
that was the play that Mac Ace wanted to do a while ago, but it failed. But here it is.
Oh no! Wait for the knife! Would it go for the knife? Yes, that would be a knife! RB4! Oh my gosh, he didn't even notice that!
So that's the, oh my god, okay, he will die from the backside. That is the problem when it comes to doing that kind of gameplays. If no one is looking at the upper side of the height of the box, you will not notice that there is somebody roping already because they can just press shift and make sure they're not gonna make a sound. So that's the thing. Everybody was too stagnant with the Viper Spit. They all stayed there waiting for us. No one would be stupid enough to walk into a Viper Spit. I was kind of wondering why they were there, and then allowed Blade to just casually sneak in. Oh, nice.
Yes, I agree, but still 1v3. Tsunami will be the only one remaining here. Would he manage to get the kill? This is now 1v2. Really doable for the side of Apex Tamaros. Still has the spike is yet to be planted. We still have 10 seconds, but still we have the snake bite, and the snake bite will not be connecting to Tsunami. Still a really good plant and really good timing, but still, would he manage to clutch this out? 1v2. Gonna be eyeing 1, gonna be eyeing 2, gonna go for that Reaper, but at the same time, oh no, it would be a good defuse! And that will be a point for Paradigm Vanguards.
Oh, that was really close. Mac Ace, though, he decided the way he chose out the perfect plays, it was more than perfect for him. But Apex Tamaros, it's 3-8, and a bit suffering on the economy is Paradigm Vanguards, but it is gonna be the last half round of the win. But look at this Blade able to just casually move in because no one was looking at the top side of the generator or the box, and that's how he was able to get this this knife kill like spontaneously.
Yes, I agree, and oh my gosh, that is such wonderful plays from the side of Apex Tamaros, but sadly, Still, Paradigm Vanguards won the round. They need that breakthrough because if not, then automatically this will be really one-sided match in favor of the side of Apex. But still,
Oh, Tsunami
Tsunami will
again.
be going for that first blood for the round. Might be going for another one as Blade is just eyeing for anyone coming from the entrance of the screens. Could be eyeing for anyone who passed through there will be dying, but that flicker on Tsunami will be killing Raven 3v5. Still, the spike is now being planted. At this point in time, they are at a loss on what they should
Nice.
do, as all of the members are really occupying all the potential
Player
angles where
standing.
they are coming from, and Tsunami already on the third kill streak. Chasey
Nice
will
on
be
their
on the way
Spear.
here, but oh, that would be Nicolette with that bulldog. And let's see if Chasey would still manage to go
He
for
has
that
Under
clutch.
Fury. It is the last half
You will
round. He
not
can do
kill
this
my
if he wanted to, but Blade will be resurrected.
Oh,
Oh, nice bait. It's a bait.
oh
It's a
no!
bait.
He's low.
Oh.
Gonna be getting ported as might be the ace
The
though.
ace?
That we need to be the 1v1. This is a pretty slow
Oh,
round,
so
but
far.
at the same time, I don't think that there would be enough time for
There's
him
no
to
time.
defuse. Yeah. Oh
Chicey
no.
will sacrifice himself for the greater good.
Oh.
There you
Oh
have
my.
it, your first round winner. It's 9-3.
Switching sides.
We still have the second half of the round, but Apex Tamara is really proving they're not the best when it comes to pistol rounds. But once they get their hands on the rifles, they just snowballing through, and this is like a deja vu of the previous
Mm-hmm.
game. As Paradigm Vanguards, they're stuck to 3 points, and Apex
Yeah.
Tamara's they're I don't know, 4 points away from winning, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 4 points away, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
over
yeah.
for them, and it's done.
Oh my gosh. This is pretty difficult for the side of Paradigm Vanguards to, you know, hike the mountain because
It's too steep. It's too
Yeah, it's
steep.
too
If you know,
steep.
with that context, it's too steep for Paradigm Vanguards to really do that much, because the quality that Apex Tamaros is putting out in the second half is gonna be amplified. And it's the same thing today.
yeah, and still, I think Lucid has a really good grasp of what he's doing here. We have the Viper's Wall and the Poison Cloud as
Oh,
well.
nice.
We'll be getting that kill, but will be shredded by Mac Ace instead. I think they already have a really good idea that they'll be committing onto the... What? What happened there? What's that
There
wall?
was a wall. There was a wall. He was trying to close down everybody else. He was trying to make a defensive play for Apex Tamaras, but it did not work out. So the wall from the Sage and Paradigm Vanguards just really closed out everybody from Apex Tamaras.
Oh no, I think that is an error, but still 3v4. At this point in time, this would be pretty difficult time for them to retake, but at the same time,
Not
to
really.
getting one. But oh no, Back Age will be onto the third
Oh, it is.
kill, and that would be shut down by Burrito, but still, this is around for the side of Paradigm.
All right, like well, it's the pistol round. I kind of expect Apex Tamaros to lose the pistol rounds. They've been doing that for like a lot, but once they get their hands on the rifles, because this will be a bonus round for sure. Paradigm Vanguards will get their Spectres, will get their full buys. I mean, Eonix right now will be getting his Phantom with the half shield. But the strategy for Apex Tamaros is they're just gonna be saving up maybe Sheriffs, Classics, Shorties, and then on the next round they are gonna be able to buy out their Vandals and their Phantoms, and that's where we see the full power of the Raging Tamaros. So that it's gonna be proven a few seconds from now.
Oh,
Oh, look at this. A
but
cheeky
this
play. A cheeky play from Lucid.
yeah, really cheeky with a shorty at hand as well. Anyone who enters that poison cloud would be erased out of the map, but at the same time, there's someone else executing someone as Burns will be falling down to the hands of the owner. But at the same time, oh no, that rush would not connect. That jump with the shorty, sadly. But
It's full armor.
Tracy will be getting some sort of damage from that encounter, but at the same time, will be cornered by this area. But would they go and push through
Player
here? But oh no, Mac A's will be going for that, and Tracy as well. And that will be a flawless round. And this might be the breakthrough for the side of Paradigm Vanguards to try and catch up
Hopefully.
with Apex Samurais. Yeah.
Hopefully, but like right now, Apex Tamaros, they will have their rifles. It didn't happen a while ago. We started 2-0. It became 1-2 in favor of Paradigm Vanguards, and immediately it became like 3-9 in favor of Apex Tamaros. So once the bonus round is over, if Apex Tamaros still wins this, it's gonna be hard for Paradigm Vanguards because their economy is gonna suffer for just a bit. But then if they're gonna continue losing in different rounds, it's gonna be hard for them. They need to win this Paradigm Vanguards, even with those Spectres. They need to make this buy worth it. Not worth it for Apex Tamaros. If they win this, it's super worth it for the Tamaros.
Yes, I agree. But oh no, Blade will be taking tremendous amount of damage from that encounter with a Onyx, and he'll be falling short and low of HP. Let's see for
Sage!
the field.
Where's the
Yeah.
Sage?
Sage! Oh no! Sage, okay, Sage spotted out someone from the mid area, but I guess the rest of the members
Oh,
will be
burrito.
committing onto our A side. And oh no, these
Burrito!
two! Crispy shots from Burrito! Ang sarap naman yan! 2v5 at the same time, still gonna be committing. And this would be leaving Tracy as the reigning one, and Blade would be shutting him down.
Told you
Jeez.
it happens. Losing
Always the
pistol
rifle
round,
round,
get the
yeah.
rifle by. That's how Apex Tamaros plays their game, and it's 5-10. If only Paradigm Vanguards were able to kill Apex Tamaros at this site, they're going to be getting 2 more bonus rounds because there's not going to be enough economy for Apex Tamaros if they lose this. If they lose this, because they're going to be stuck with Spectres, they're going to be stuck with Sheriffs, Classics, but they won the round. So look at this. They're going to be sticking with their Vandals, only Tsunami with a Spectre, but that's still going to be super worth it because even if they lose this round, they can still buy for full on the next round, which is a big problem considering that Apex Tamaros really do pop off well if they have the rifles. So Paradigm Vanguards, they need to play this one smartly and, with enough tactics.
It's so interesting, the dynamic of how Apex Samurais do things. Like, yeah, we can lose the pistol rounds, but after that, we already have the arsenal that we
Oh,
need in order
Blade.
to win consecutive rounds, right? But I guess Blade would be getting that kill against that Sage Zone 4v5, but at the same time, this would be pretty difficult for the side of Paradigm Vanguards to commit into a site. Considering that they don't have the Sage's wall. But at this point in time, it's just a waiting game. It's everyone's ball game, but never mind, as Luzin will be taking max Ace as well. And this will make them more difficult
Pop
to
crouching.
go. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
no.
Chicey with a
Oh.
flank.
Scanning ahead.
But that is going to be a reveal for them. Blade's going to tell the rest of Apex Tamaros, careful, there's a Sova approaching from the backside.
Oh, but still, they managed to even it out. This is now a 3v3 for both sides of the teams. And they're just waiting for the right time to strike. They have 40 seconds. If they want to go for the ace, if it's completely open right now, they could do so. But at the same time, I think they don't have any plan to do it, as they are now pushing in with Aljo on the lead. But at the same time, Birds would not be
And
counted out. But ooh,
nice.
that would be a kill. Really nice.
They can play for retakes.
Yeah, play for
Last
retake is
player
still
standing.
possible, but at the same time, we will be seeing Aeon is the only one remaining here, and the walls will out as well. And the moment he peeked out, Burrito is there waiting, and it's
Oh, no.
now 5-11.
They're going to
2
suffer.
rounds. Yeah,
They're gonna suffer. Paradigm Vanguards, they bought a lot for this.
Ace.
Others bought Spectres. Others bought it's a team ace. It's even a team ace for them for the defenders. And Paradigm Vanguards, they bought Phantoms and Vandals for this. And look at their economy. They're down 3k, 2k. It's only Mac
Right.
Ace and Raven who could really buy the full guns. And for the rest, then they're gonna suffer. For Apex Tamaros, they have every cash that they need, and they could even support each other if one player doesn't have enough guns. They're just gonna
Yeah.
buy it.
but look at Tsunami's KDA. He can even get that 30, bro.
He will get the 30. There is a big chance he will get the
Yeah.
30. If,
Oh my
if
god.
Apex Tamaros decide to not, to not end the game, because they can.
Yeah, oh my gosh, but still, Aldron been put out. Could be
Ah.
someone else. Hello there. With
Oh,
a snake
they've
bite
been
being
seen
put
it. Oh,
out.
oh my God!
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
taking
no!
damage from his own snake bite.
Ooh. Oh
Blind.
no, that's really
Blind Marshall
unfortunate.
headshot.
Blind Marshall headshot, really nice from Aeonix. But at this point in time, they are committing, and that will be the day, will be the kill into the hands of Blade. 4v4, really doable for the side of Apex Samurais to go for a retake. But at this point in time, they're just waiting for the right time to strike, hoping for another pick
Nice.
off, and that will be successful. Blade took out all night with the hands of Blade, going
Nice.
for the third kill. But at this point in time, the Hunter's already been put up, but Burrito is here looking for this guy, and ooh.
It's over. Paradigm Vanguards, they were not able to capitalize this. Look at this. Remember, Mac Ace and Blade, Mac
Match
Ace
point.
and the Ray and the Jet, they both bought Vandals. Let's
Yeah.
look at their economy right now. They're gonna suffer so much. They're gonna go for broken buys, half armors with rifles. Well, Apex Samurais, they're gonna be swimming in a lot of cash.
Yeah, I mean they don't have any choice because the moment that they go for the save round, like it's not gonna be that doable.
Mm,
So
it's not
they
gonna
have
be.
no choice but to go for the rifles instead. And oh my gosh, there's hope for the best. But Hunter's Fury being casted out early on. But I guess our duelist will be here trying to execute it. Oh no, Tsunami got one! Tsunami just on fire! But Ionex will be trading him in replacement of Blade. Still 4v4. There is no entry fragger or there is no aggressive jet
Take
from the side of
flight.
Apex Tamaros, but still that entry fragger
They're
from the
lagging.
side of
Oh,
Arda is still on it. Yeah, it's lagging, but oh, Raven
Raven?
did have to lose it as well. 3v4, pretty doable. And the spike is now running in with the marathon onto our B site. But oh no, someone is still here. Aeonix is onto the top of that boxes and no one noticed that.
no one noticed that.
Last
No one
player
will. And here we
standing.
go. Toxic Screen with the
Ooh.
nano swarm.
Down,
Burns gets the spike out. It's Burrito against the world. Oh, he gets the kill too.
Spike planted.
Ooh, Burrito's game sense is really good, even since that something is off and someone is out there. 1v2, would there be enough time for them to go for the retake as we have
there
really
will
good
be.
positioning for the side of Paradigm Vanguards and the others will put out as well. Oh no, the Modi peek out, but ooh, that would be a
Okay.
kill from that Viper.
This is completely deja vu. This happened a while ago,
Deja
Mochi. It's 12. It's 12. And then it's 12-5. And then they get one more win. It's 6-12. Then I have a feeling it's going to be... Oh, there's going to be a timeout.
Yeah, that would be a timeout. Yep, gotta rest and go for that, calm themselves down.
Is this for real? They're timing out on 6-12. I think Paradigm Vanguards, they're not throwing in the towel. They still want to fight this. Look at this. Look at this. This guy is still giving out call shots. He said, it's
Yeah,
6-12.
they're
I know, guys,
communicating.
one more slip up, it's going to be over. But still, they want to fight till the end. It is double eliminations. They really want to win from their mistakes. I would understand that.
I love how they're just listening to their shot caller and at least they're not getting tilted like the other teams because sometimes it's when your morale goes down, it's where everything just falls apart. But at this point in time, they're still trying and they're doing their best to, talk to each other,
They are.
work everything out, which is something we
Mhm.
do want. Come on, it applies to everything. Communication is key in a relationship and something, of course in a game as well. But at this point in time, yes, once again, they'll be able to go for those rifles, but there is the operator online under the hands of Blade. This might be really crucial.
It is pretty crucial. let's see what's gonna be the strategy. What's gonna be the strategy for them if they really want to win this? Because it's 6-12. One more mistake and it's over for Paradigm Vanguards for this series.
Yeah.
But let's see.
It's gonna be scary.
But again, it's esports. It's still esports. There's a lot of things that could happen any single time now.
Yeah, I agree. And the Viper Speed was put out as well onto the E side, forcing them to go for either a mid push or a B push. But at this point in time, I think, is Birdie gonna miss that shot? Gonna be backing out from that, and we'll be placing that wall right there. But at this point in time,
Birdie.
Blade might still be here. Gonna
Nice.
for that kill. Already nice short flick with that operator kill. This is 4v5, but Max 8 is still here onto our mid.
Yep.
Patiently
Don't get
waiting.
disheartened, Paradigm Vanguards. It's just one enemy
Yeah.
down. Oh, there's going to be a resurrect from
Ooh,
Shinobi.
Nice
The
rest.
forbidden healing ninjutsu.
Uh-huh. Really nice. Really nice resurrection. But 50 seconds on the clock, they still have enough time to contemplate on which side they should push into. At this point in time, with the stance that the side of Apex Tamaro has, it's always they'll be going for that retake because they're really good in doing so in the ice box map. It's pretty reminiscent to what FIT does. But at this point in time,
30
Tsunami will be
seconds left.
taking tremendous amount of damage from that encounter, from that free fire too. And oh no, he'll be dying on the spot.
It's going to be weird for them. It's 5-4-3. Look at this. Paradigm Vanguards, they're not really surrendering.
Ooh.
They still really want to fight this out. Look at this.
Yeah, they're really fighting this out, and it's really winnable for them at this point in time, trying to narrow up the gap and trying to really
Nice job.
hike up that steep mountain. But still, 3v4, and they're waiting for them to go for the big defuse because, they're being batted out like that.
Is there gonna be
But
time?
you know that we get two, but there would not be enough time, and they would not be able to do so.
Oh, they're still going for it. 7-12. Apex Tamara's really fighting it hard to close this. And slowly but surely, Apex Tamara's, their economy is suffering. Look at this. They're going for broken buys and Perana Vanguards. They're going to be in the rifles. And again, we did discuss this. Apex Tamaraos, if they are not on the rifles, it's going to be hard for them to win. They need to give at least 2 rounds for this just to make sure that they're going to be getting enough cash for the full buys. And that might be just enough, wiggle room for Perana Vanguards to just get back on track. We'll see.
Yeah, not gonna lie though, sometimes those 50 rounds are really knowing that the sheriff can just one shot, one kill. It's gonna be really difficult for the side of Pirate and Downgrades to go for that, especially if they have really warm hands for the side of Apex Hammers. But let's see if this is executable for both of the sides, because one mistake Paradigm Vanguards makes, and automatically this would be a win for the side of Apex Hammers for the whole duration of this series.
Boom.
But at
Nice.
this point in time, Blade will be successful from that pick off and will be backing out from that area. There will be some safe play at present. But at the same time, Aeonix has that operator too.
Let's see. Let's see if this operator can get more value shots out of this. Because the moment that they do not get the kills, Apex Tamaros is just going to capitalize on these mistakes. They will not be able to have the guns though, but they will be able to buy some. They will be able to take some guns for the bodies that's going to be lying on the floor. So Shinobi here with the slow orb ready to move it forward, but here comes Poison Cloud coming in from the Viper of Apex Tamaros.
Really wonderful lineup from that Poison Cloud and of Toxic Wall as well. But at this point in time, Lucy is getting one traded by Mac Ace, and this now the end game for both sides of the 3v4. But at this point in time, they still have the wall at present, enabling for the members of the Priority Vanguard to go for that kill, but they'll be traded as well. 2v3, Apex Tamaros at manpower advantage, but not the guns. You'll be trying to go in together, but at this point in time, they're going for the aggressive stance, and that would be a 1v3. Aeonix will be trying to go for the frags, but that would be it. And this would be the winners for the second series. Apex Tamaros on the lead, dominating both of the matches that we had.
Well played, well played. That was a good GG right there from Paradigm Vanguards. They did try their best to try and win out. They even committed a pause for that one, a timeout, just to talk about, possible strategies. If ever they commit more mistakes, I think we could still go for 7-13 or 12-12. They really wanted to go overtime, but it was not enough. It was not enough for them. The power of friendship was not enough. They did have the heart to win that. However, it just didn't work out that a lot, Mochi. So look at this. The final moments of the game.
Not gonna lie, if the Viper tried to play it safe for the side of Paradigm Vanguards, it should have been a different story.
Yeah.
Like it should have been really doable for the side of the Paradigm Vanguards, but still, they still did their best, and at the same time, sadly, they'll be going for the lower bracket, but they would still have the second chance to go all in and try to fight for their right.
If they can. Yep, that's it. What I'm really hoping for on the side of Paradigm Vanguards, they still have time to redeem themselves tomorrow. They really need to consider themselves with the misplays, because there's a lot of misplays that they do. The way they cast their spells, their utilities, especially that Viper Spit that really made a difference. The 3-second window that allowed the rest of what's the other team's name again?
Apex Tamaros.
Yeah, Apex Tamaros. Their Jet Blade was just able to get through from the back lanes, and they just really need to avoid that from happening again and again and again. It all boils down to mechanical skill and decision making. But for the side of Apex Tamaros, though, the way they approach pistol rounds, wherein they sort of lose, but then when they got enough economy, they're able to buy the guns. That's their strength point. But that's something they got to work upon too, because the moment they don't win rounds, they're gonna be stuck with pistols. They're not the team who really clutches out through. I mean, except for the last round, wherein they did win with eco round. However, it was like one mistake away from just winning the whole series. So they really need to work more on that for Apex Tamaros. The moment they learn to utilize when it comes to clutching out eco rounds, because what people tend to not understand, eco rounds, the goal is to stay away from the enemy, not kill enemies with your sheriffs. That's not the goal. It might look flashy, but your economy is going to suffer the more you die. So hopefully these two teams try to reflect more if they really want to get into Division A, because Division A is just a whole different line.
A whole new world. Yeah.
A whole new world. It's a whole new world.
Standard. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a cage for lions, and if you want to be in Division A, you gotta think and play the best.
Agree.
But still, there's a lot of time to reflect on that one. Well, anyway, Mochi, I think that's about it for Apex Tamaraos versus Paradigm Vanguards. There's still another series coming up. It's going to be the last series for tonight. If I were to look at the prod briefer, it is at XU, Xavier University?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Xavier University versus
University.
TUP Gearhawks. Is this Gearhawks Manila? Yeah, it's gonna be them. That's gonna be our next series for today. Mochi and Juicy Brucey will be taking a very, very short break. We'll be back after this.
Manong Fishball ang tawag sa kanya. Everyday siya kung dumating. Kaya parang institusyon na siya dito sa area namin.